Well, it seems fitting that I can't get my
Get your
mask off. Fitting, lovely.
Just leave it. It's
We'll just
nice.
leave it there.
Yeah, it's like
for
an
now.
earring.
Okay. In any case, it's fitting, Heather, that after that scripture reading, we have a conversation about CBF missions, because really Jesus stepped out in his mission by quoting that particular passage of scripture from Isaiah in the synagogue in Nazareth. And so today we're talking about the Cooperative Baptist Fellowship and its global mission emphasis. And just to say the words Cooperative Baptist Fellowship are new to some people, right? Because I
Like
think,
me.
like you.
Yeah. Sort of.
So the Cooperative Baptist Fellowship was formed in 1991, and we started in 1990. Heather, how old were you?
I was 7. George asked me earlier this morning if I remembered, and I had to remind him I was 7. So no.
And I spoke at that inaugural meeting. So there you have it, right?
Yep.
But what's important, I think, to recognize about that is that most people, when they think Baptist, they think Southern Baptist. And we actually came to pass as a group who said that Southern Baptists had gotten away from their original identity, and that there were things that we thought we had to preserve, and we began this new organization of Baptists that now numbers about 1,800 churches. And originally this vision was around things like the right and responsibility for every member of the congregation equally to serve the Lord and to study the scriptures and to try to help one another understand it, that women as well as men could be ordained and serve in any leadership position, that religious liberty was for all, not just for a few, and things of that nature. But missions was a really big part of that. What has come to characterize missions, Heather, in the CBF way?
Sure. So our identifying global missions partner is the Cooperative Baptist Fellowship. And one of the things that I love about their vision is they're very clear in what their distinctives are. They have 3 of them. So the first is bearing witness to Jesus Christ, whether that be both in word and in deed. Second is seeking transformational development. So they believe that our call as believers on this earth is not just to care about the spiritual being of folks, but to holistically care about all people. And then third is to create beloved community. So we support, as an offering for global missions, and our contribution to that every year, we support over 60 field personnel that serve in 20 countries around the world, including the United States. And by doing so, we support these 3 mission distinctives. Our field personnel give their lives to this call. This isn't a 2-year stint for them. This is their lives. In addition to supporting the offering for global missions, we also support 2 field personnel. You can find those women in your tapestry today and read more about them. But they have deep ties to Wilshire as well, which is really exciting.
So if you give to the unified budget of our church, there is a line item in our budget that supports CBF missions. But we have several offerings a year that we promote to encourage you, if you wish, to give directly to a particular thing, whether it's the youth choir tour or it's World Hunger Relief or CBF missions or pathways to ministry. So this is one of those things, and if you wish to make a special gift, you can do so by designating it on your envelope, putting it in the flower pedestal looking thing, or QR code in that way. But I think the important other thing I would want to mention about why we are this kind of Baptist church is that it would be easy just to be an independent church and just say, we do our own thing here. And we do work locally in doing our own thing, but even here we are cooperative and look for partnerships. We can't be present everywhere in the world. And so the idea is voluntarily to cooperate in supporting ministries and missions around the world. This is why Cooperative Baptist Fellowship exists. So thank you, Heather, for not only being our associate pastor, but for leading our missions and advocacy work and strengthening this particular mission area as well.
Absolutely. And the last thing I'll say is this week we are joining and would encourage you to join in praying for our field personnel. You can find more information on CBF's website, cbf.net, and how you can pray each day in thinking about them.
Great. Thank you.